Hello and welcome, viewers, to episode 3 of the McGamers Podcast, now on the McGamers channel instead of Azra and Zix's phone channel. How about that?
Yes,
It's got a
making
third of the
waves.
subscribers.
There's nothing about that. Why would you do that? Why would you do that to them? You lied to them.
Well,
I
yes.
don't lie, I just
How are you,
tell the
Clive
truth creatively. That is to say, wrong.
Alright, is there anything anyone has before I hit us with a Nagasaki wave of truth?
Yeah, what's your first discussion point, Mr. Hawkingelic?
Okay, I hate to do this, but it has to be said. Swifties. How the fuck do we get rid of them?
Okay, so you're gonna say how much we hate him, but how do we get rid of him? No, first of all, I want
No,
to bring
we
up
hate.
that...
We all know we. I'm sorry. We all know we hate them. We're at the stage of we need to get rid of them.
Yeah, no, I just remember that
It's
one
a bit-
video of, like, that woman listening to a Taylor Swift song just fucking going batshit mental, like, crying, being all emotional, like, oh, this song saved my life. Like, I heard that a lot in high school, too. How does a song save your life? Like, I don't
Yeah.
understand how... Like, I get being suicidal and being depressed, but how is it that a song kicks you out of that? Like, how is your mental state so fragile?
Well, I'm saying a song that actually gets me in a teary mood would have to be the opening to High School of the Dead.
Wait,
No song.
like, yeah, there are plenty of songs that I get emotional over, or I sit there and I'm like, I'm glad I found this song. I don't go so far as to say it saved my life, or, sit there and go, oh, I was so close to pew-pewing at school, but hearing this song for the first time stopped me from doing that.
Yeah, like songs make me feel emotions, but I don't think I'm ever going to get a point where a song is going to make me scream like Chris Griffin in AI Family Man.
Now, see, this is why I bring Swifties up. Not only do Swifties act like that, they refuse to go to a bathroom just because they don't want to miss a concert.
You're shitting yourself.
They-
Go to the bathroom.
They literally threaten people to death for not like, you don't even have to say you hate Taylor Swift. You can just say, I don't really listen to her that much. They will still threaten you with death, and it's somehow, I hate to say it like this, but they're worse than Justin Bieber fans were years ago. And Justin Bieber fans were primarily
If you remember, I believe they were
teenagers.
called Beliebers.
Yeah, like, they were teenagers generally, but Swifties are like, the majority of them are like fucking 30 or so year old women who just shit their diapers, scream at you for not listening to Taylor Swift, and keep breaking up with their boyfriends thinking that they'll get the same
There was,
star power as Taylor.
There was fucking the recent concert in Sydney for Taylor Swift. And even hearing about like people from here planning to go to Sydney and stuff. And then when I remember back when I was like staying in Sydney for like 2 weeks, how tight quartered it really is there. There's not much walking space, even if it's like on a day when no one's going out. There's a lot of cars. And then I just think there's like fucking hundreds of thousands of people going to this concert now.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for any people who are native to Sydney, all of a sudden getting flooded by these crying teenage to 30-year-olds.
Fucking...
Setting off fireworks in cinemas and shit.
My God. Like, I know apparently it's a common thing in America for people to like cheer really loudly in cinemas, but like fucking set off fireworks? Holy shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're crazy.
But yeah, no. So yeah, Swift. Okay, so back to the original question: how do we get rid of them?
Well,
first of all, I feel like you can't. We have to deal with the head. The Swifties are the body. We have to get rid of the head, which is Taylor Swift herself. Now, I feel like we could just kill her, but I don't think that's demoralizing enough. I think we need to straight up crucify her on a cross in a public location. I think Dude, they're trying to fuck. How do they set the room on fire?
I
We need a public place. I'm thinking we set up a cross on the Washington Monument.
now
How are we going to Washington?
I just want to clarify this, just in case any government officials watch this video. I never specifically said anything about taking out Taylor Swift. Okay, so take me off the record if she ever goes missing.
You said how do we deal? You said how do we deal with Swifties? This is how I propose to get rid of Swifties.
Yeah. Cool. As long as you're splitting yourself off in case the FBI's
this is my
listening.
final solution.
I love the government.
I'm not a big fan of the government.
Trust the government, does whatever the news says, whatever. So once we crucify Taylor Swift, that'll obviously radicalize quite a few Swifties. I think it'll be about a 50-50 split of, like, 50% of them are, like, little bitches. They're just like, well, I'm going to cry about it on Twitter, but not really do anything. But the other 50% are going to take military action. That will no doubt cause some kind of assassination of some political leader, who I'm not going to mention. I'm just going to say some political leader is going to get Franz Ferdinanded, and that's going to start World War III.
You know what's sad?
You understand who Franz Ferdinand is?
Yes, but no. Like, I have very, like, you know, little, like, I have very much high, I don't know what, it's the opposite of doubt. What's the opposite of doubt?
Confidence.
I have high confidence that there would be a legit majority of Taylor Swift fans who, just say she did pass away, their first thoughts wouldn't be to be sad. Their first thoughts would be to be, I need to take human lives to justify how I feel. It's like school pew-pewers, you know. They have, I do not doubt that there would be a pretty good percentage of Swifties who would legit kill, like a mother would kill her own kids just because she's so upset, or some chick would, you know, hire a group of guys to fucking murder her boyfriend and then take a train on her just so she could feel some emotion after what happened. And it's so sad to know that no matter what happens, there's always, and they can deny it all they want. Swifties can sit there and say, oh no, that's not it. That is what's gonna happen. She could die of old age, and you will all still find a reason to pew schools up or blow up the nearest
To add on to my
center.
thought, the reason I'm so confident that World War III would start is that I'm sure that Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong-un are massive Swifties.
They hate us because of this.
Fucking hell, yes. Right, next
Give me a
subject.
couple minutes and I can make that happen.
Next subject. Which political leaders are Swifties? Right, let's list them off.
Shit, who the fuck is the leader of China? Do they still have an emperor? Is it a situation like Europe where they still technically have an emperor, but he doesn't really have any power and is like a president? I don't know how China's political.
I'm sure they just whoever the last one is, they probably just killed him.
Yeah, no, but I feel like
no
whoever the leader of China
Communism is the way.
they are a massive anti-Swiftie, and they're probably going to be the ones to orchestrate the Swiftie assassination. Taylor Swift assassination.
They're gonna allow Taylor Swift to perform in China, and then ban her. And because she's there, it's illegal.
So, I'm gonna butcher the name, but the leader of China is Xi Pinyin.
Xi Pinyin?
So, Xi space JINPING.
Xi Pinyin.
JINPING, but it says here it's pronounced Pinyin, not Jinping.
Yeah, the Chinese. Well, there's like 100 different Chinese languages. I think the main one's Mandarin. It is a complicated language. This isn't me being racist. Like, legitimately, it's got like some tonal bullshit going on. So it's like,
Yeah.
So to give a weird example in English, it would be like the difference between saying Paul and Paul.
Yeah,
That would be two completely different words. And maybe I could also get to be wrong in exaggerating. I don't speak Mandarin.
The first Paul is the name, and the second Paul is a type of Lipton iced tea.
Yeah, basically. Also world leaders. I feel like Justin Trudeau, President of Canada, he doesn't actually like Taylor Swift, but he's a political puppet, so he has to put on a front of liking Taylor Swift, because if he says one negative thing about her in public, he's getting shot in the back of the head. He's the current Australian Prime Minister. How do I know more world leaders, but I don't know the fucking... It's Anthony Albanese, right?
I'll look it
or
up,
is it
but
fucking changed again? I feel like he's so out of touch, he doesn't even know what music is. Like, not even...
Anthony Albanese, yeah.
Yeah, Albanese. I don't know if it's Albanese or Albanese. By the way, it's a stupid name.
Whatever it is, yeah.
But you know, he's so out of touch, he doesn't know what music is as a concept. Like...
Yeah.
So he's legitimately like the... Yeah, I can't think of a joke to expand on that further. Other world leaders. Does South Korea have a leader? Because I don't know how separate South Korea is from North Korea.
They're pretty separate.
I can find that.
Yeah, but because I know the guy saying Gangnam Style got a statue and shit, but I've never heard of a South Korean president.
The South Korean leader or president is Yoon Suk Yeol.
Well, there's a man with fond memories of childhood.
Now, okay, I'm going to round off a list of prominent figures in the music industry, and I would like you to tell me if you've ever heard of their fans being complete sociopaths, okay?
Cool.
Avenged Sevenfold.
Avenged Sevenfold has fans?
Fuck you. I'm skipping you.
Fuck you.
Katy Perry.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I've heard a story about...
Like, Swiftie level, or just one or two people?
Not Swiftie. Well, like, you can never reach Swiftie level with any fucking band, dude.
That's the point.
But
That's what I'm trying to make. There was...
Okay, here's...
joke.
Okay, let's pivot into what we think fans of other people's musics would do if they were to attain Swiftie level.
Okay, so right off the bat, Katy Perry's fans, they'd all get plastic surgery.
I think Kurt Cobain's fans would paint the walls.
Shut up!
Shut up, man.
Shut the fuck up! You will speak when spoken to.
Fuck you, it's my podcast. No,
excuse me, comrade. It is our podcast.
There are rumors going around that Kurt Cobain's final words were related to his wife nagging him about not painting the walls. He was like, "Fine, I'll paint your fucking walls."
Oh, fuck off.
Check the group chat, folks.
The last thing he said was, "Do you do the do like Scooby-Doo?"
I think his final words were something along the lines of, "Hey, is this loaded?"
I wonder what this tastes like.
What was that? What was that fucking... I'm not going to say the name of the person because it'd be confidentiality. But what was that person you knew, Maddie, who said he hewed himself with a fucking revolver, not a shotgun? Like, there was someone on your friends thing that did that,
fuck
right?
him.
Yeah,
It was,
Again, I didn't want to say a name.
It was talking with one of our used-to-be friends, and they made like a Kurt Cobain reference. Because I think it was... They were playing Rainbow Siege, and I think Dre got a kill with a shotgun, and made the joke, "Oh, he just got Kurt Cobained." And then that someone was like, "Wait, with a shotgun? No, it was a revolver." He shot himself with a revolver. And because at the time I was like doing a few edits every now and then for Dre. In the video, I like put in a little snippet of me opening up browser, and it Kurt kill himself, says he shot himself with a fucking shotgun. I was like, oh, how about that?
Yeah, but it was the confidence in his voice, like from memory of the videos. Just wait,
it's still up there. I can find it for you.
He killed himself with a revolver, and it's just like, oh. But yeah,
that image he sent is going in the video.
Oh yes.
Yeah, you like it?
But put it at the end of the video with the snippet of Rucka Ruckus on a Korean.
Actually, I don't know the extent I can handle that, but I'm gonna try and set it as the thumbnail.
Yes.
Actually, man, if you can, I hate to buzz you more, but you're better at this kind of thing than me. Could you edit that image further to include, like, you know, be a proper video on it? Yeah, episode 3. I don't think we need to bother saying what fucking game's in the background. I feel like that gets flopped.
Should we put our faces on the women or not?
Oh yeah, put our faces on some of the background women.
Yeah, I thought it might be funny just because we wanna.
Okay.
I mean, realistically, there's only two. I mean, one of us could probably be shoved in the background with these cropped faces, but yeah, fuck it. That's funny. I like that we just came up with something right in the middle of it.
Alright.
Right. Straying off from Swifties and Kurt Cobain's causes.
I mean, we'll go back to the original question. What would other music people's fans do if they were Swiftie level?
Alright, well, trying to think in my head, like...
I can't get it in my head
now.
I feel like Slipknot fans would disfigure their faces. Not really.
I feel like Green Day fans would be like, you should trust the government. You should hate poor people.
What?
What am I saying? They already do.
Fucking Green Day is so weird to bring up, because I have not heard about them in like 20 fucking years.
Yeah, I heard about them a couple of weeks ago because they did a live performance and changed one of the lyrics of American Idiot from Redneck Agenda to MAGA Agenda. And everyone was like, oh, Green Day's gone woke, oh. But like, did you guys ever listen to that song? Literally, changing that line.
That's what Redneck was.
Yeah, like that's... The meaning of the line doesn't get it. He always hated... He was always very political. That song was always very politically charged.
Yeah.
And he hates poor people.
Cool.
Anyway.
That always confused me.
Like, the last time I listened to that song was fucking back when I was in, like, year 4 or 5 or something.
Yeah, I used to love that song, but that was before I listened to lyrics. I kind of wish I still stopped doing that because Little Piece of Heaven is such a fucking banger.
Yeah.
But I can't listen
It still is. It still is.
Then again, back to the original question, yeah, if Avenged Sevenfold fans were on Swiftie level, they would, necrophilia. Kidding.
I won't argue. I mean, yeah, sure, that was one song.
Swiftie level? I'm doing it anyway.
That's so weird that Avenged Sevenfold would just have that one song that's super weird. Like, all their other songs are pretty standard metal stuff. It's just they woke up one day, did enough coke to fucking kill a small Cambodian child, and said, let's do a song about necrophilia.
You were so hurt by the song.
Because it's so good, but I can't listen to it anymore, because I know it's about corpse fucking.
Listen. I can listen to it enough for the both of us, okay? Don't you worry.
I need a photo.
I remember that day, though, when you told me, and I was on the way on my way home, and I'm just listening to it, and part of me is like, I know what the video is, but I like this song.
Because, like, that song meant so much to me. That was, like, the song that got me into Avenged Sevenfold, because I remember it randomly turned up on my PC that I spooky ghosted it or
Can I get a selfie from both of you? For this thing?
A new one or an old one?
I prefer new.
Okay, I'm gonna look at the photo again and take it with the intention of being,
I always hated, like, when I'd go back and look for, like, old had to find like really old photos of myself because I never take selfies,
Yeah.
and I don't like them because they don't look like me now.
Is this good enough?
Okay, I've gone for.
Oh yeah.
I've gone for a
perfect.
bit of a silly thing. I sure hope it gets a giggle's worth.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Me looking in the toilet bowl after emptying my guts.
I'm gonna have to download all these pictures and flash them on screen as we talk about them. 'Cause I don't want my viewers to be left out.
Please have that as your new profile picture.
Oh,
No, I
but
won't go that far.
I like the helmet
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
it's-
so do I. See, I hate it. I tried to find if I could find people who have helmets, and I only know 2 people, and that's you and Blake. And I just sit there like, I would like to find a few people that have Star Wars helmets and just try and make a fucking group out of it. Because,
I mean, the main thing is my Facebook profile is the helmet because I'm ugly.
well, yeah,
Hey, stop
mine
hogging all
is
the
helmet
ugly.
because, ironically, you know what I just realized too, Maddie?
What?
That fucking helmet I bought, the Mandalorian one, it was $270, but the fucking handcrafted Fiend mask was $350, and yet the fucking helmet looks so much more like detailed and shit. Like, felt like they put a
Dude,
lot more into
fucking
it.
all the Death Trooper helmets I want to get, they're all fucking 400 and up.
Yeah. Alright, so we
Not a lot of people
we
was-
mentioned
oh,
Avenged
okay.
Sevenfold fans.
Yeah,
I feel like we're specifically picking things that we know.
weird how it worked. Like, why would we pick something we know? That's so
Listen,
out of character.
listen!
I'm listening.
Are you listening?
No.
Oh.
Anyway,
alright,
my penis is
look,
falling off.
what other topics have we got? I think I put a majority in. Anyone got anything? Anyone got any brain busters?
Oh yeah, that's right. That new, I don't know if you've seen it, Aaron, the new fucking Jesus video came out.
I did
Oh
not.
yeah, the what was it? Jesus Part 2, Part 1.
I
Yeah.
woke up, saw it in the chat, but then I saw the messages about you wanting me to meet you, so I had to just quickly get up and get changed.
It's a good
Okay, so
video.
it's my
After
fault
this,
then.
Yes.
everything's your fault, dick chick. You know the dinosaurs died because of you?
Dick chick? Did you say dick chick, you fucking cunt?
I tried to say dipshit, but I guess it came out of that because I have heavy speech impediments because of you.
Fucking-
My speech impediments are your fault.
Dick chick.
Yeah, like that little Peter,
Fucking-
he's got a dick.
Oh,
Chip's dick.
yeah. Chips.
Fuck, how do I fit Aaron in here? Alright, hold on, I think I know how. Oh, like, he's gonna love this one.
You were my touchdown, my winning play.
Now it's the end of the game.
I just came across a picture, some chick holding a frog, posting on Twitter. It would make my day if Alex Jones commented on this photo of me holding a gay frog. He responds, "How do you know it's gay?" Samsung Mobile US responds, "What's she wearing? Where'd they go on vacation? What's that word mean? Find the answer in a snap. Upgrade to Galaxy S24 Ultra V3." And it just cuts
What the
off.
Wow.
Like, oh, you can tell that was a bot.
Okay, so
That's fun.
okay, here's a discussion. What celebrity do you think would make the best isekai anime protagonist? Best being
That's a
subjective, as in you can choose whether best means they would do the best or whether they'd be the most entertaining. Because I think Kanye West, hilarious isekai protagonist.
Okay, elaborate.
I just think he'd be really funny. Imagine him trying to talk to elves about magic. Yo, Princess Marika, I'm gonna let you finish, but my firebolt is the best in the universe. Kanye, what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh my god.
That's pretty
I
good.
see it. I see it. It's a pretty good impression of. It's a pretty good version of a
How are you gonna defeat the Jimmy King? I'm a lyrical genius.
Okay, I can't say it.
Well, uh-oh. You got it, some of those. Oh no.
Do it.
Kurt
yeah.
Cobain.
Is it to do with the song? Is it to do with the song?
No, Kurt Cobain as an isekai protagonist.
What's the title of the anime
Because,
called? I have one shot and it's all for me.
I wonder where he was reincarnated from.
The anime will be titled "That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Shotgun."
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay.
See, I was gonna say something like Rowan Atkinson, because I think he would just be such a, great. He would add such comedic effect to it. Now I've got to think of someone who's on the level of Kanye West and Kurt Cobain. So
No, you're right. Rowan Atkinson would be a great bard. He'd be
Looking-
doing his silly little Mr. Bean impression, meanwhile securing enemy intelligence about troop movements and, proprietary magic systems.
the Elven Queen, who's the most beautiful being in the world. It's like, I've found my hero. Come to me, and you just see him walk in like, oh, today.
I think him.
I
I think him as Johnny English would be pretty funny in that.
Yeah, the Johnny English. Okay, yeah, Johnny English in an Isekai would work well.
Yeah.
Fuck, what's her name? Amy Schumer would be great.
What?
For one... Wait, hear me out. For one
Yeah.
reason. She would lose. And that would be funny. She would go up
She
to,
would
like...
No.
She'd go up to, like, a bandit and be like... This is a male-dominated world. You need to stop being so sexist. Boom, she's fucking dead.
Here's the thing, though. She would quickly rise in the ranks of the Goblin Orcs, and she would be their high leader.
No.
The Goblin Orcs,
So
they're
here's the
fusion.
thing. There are no female goblins.
You're right. What was I thinking?
Don't
Are
ruin
female
that for me.
goblins.
Don't make her one.
Listen. Okay, how about... I know someone. Now, the title would be called... I am undefeatable because I have 1 billion hit points. And... the anime would
Fucking
literally
hate
just
it
be
already.
the person's isekai in the world. Because of what happens, it gets destroyed and reincarnated in their image. This character is Lizzo. She hits into the anime world, causing a Big Bang effect, and it gets reincarnated in her mindset, which is everyone being plus-sized women who shove bananas in themselves while she watches and threatens to fire them. That's the whole anime plot.
See, that's then at the ending plot twist is that that's all just happening in her head, as she's slowly dying of a heart attack.
The ending is she's sitting in her home, shoving bananas up women, getting away with everything.
Up
The
women.
door gets kicked open. She's like, "Who are you?" And the guy's like, "I'm nobody. This right here is my shotgun. His name is Kurt." And it just
Kurt
cuts to
Cocaine.
black. Kurt Cocaine.
Nicolas
See-
Cage.
Fucking alright, yeah.
I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence. Nicholas, what the fuck are you talking about?
Just them fighting enemies. Nicholas, we need your help. They look over. Not the bees! Not the bees!
Speaking of celebrities who think they're cool, I've been hearing some shit about fucking Steven Seagal lately.
First of all, Nicolas Cage is cool. He doesn't just think it. And secondly, what have you heard about Mr. Steven?
So
Mr. Steven.
apparently he thinks he's top shit, but everyone makes fun of him because the martial art he says he's proficient in apparently is just kind of a joke martial art that doesn't really work. It's called Aikido. And apparently he's currently hiding out in Russia because he fucking tried to get on that NFT or Bitcoin scam and scammed a whole bunch of people, and he's fucking wanted by the government. So he's hiding out in Russia, which I think
He's
is pretty
not a
funny.
big fan of the government.
Yeah, but also, apparently he's just kind of a cunt on set. Like, when he does his fight scenes, he, to quote my boy Airsoft Fatty, he goes full force. Like,
yeah.
apparently there was this one thing where he broke a stuntman's leg and didn't even say sorry.
Which
I
episode
mean,
is this?
I remember
Of the podcast?
3.
Episode 3.
See, all I remember is watching that JonTron video and just being like, like he just seems like that actor who's really doing stuff that, it's, you can tell he's not happy that he's not recognized as an actor anymore. And just hearing that just proves it even more. He really is.
Yeah, apparently, also, shit, I was going to say something and I forgot. Oh, that's right, apparently he lied about being in the CIA. Like, he was saying shit about, like, I was in the CIA, I've done some favors, I've got some contacts in the CIA, and, like, people did some investigation and just said he's fucking lying. There was also, to try and prove that he was once part of the police force, he did a show called Steven Seagal Lawman.
Lawman!
I remember that, yes!
Apparently in one of the episodes, he supposedly got a call about a guy abusing his pets, because he had, quite a lot of pets, and he went in and killed them all. And then it was found out he wasn't abusing them. So he went in and killed some poor innocent man's pets just to look cool. And he got sued for, I don't know, fuck ton of money. So, yeah, Steven Seagal, a real cunt, as it turns out. I get the feeling that if the three of us were to gang up on him, we could beat him in a fight.
Well, fucking used to could. I could sit there and watch it. It would still be an even.
Pretty sure you butt naked could.
Well, if we buck naked would, I would go goblin mode, and I'm winning if I'm going goblin mode.
I'm pretty sure you butt naked would. How does Paul being butt naked beat Steven Seagal? Beat what now?
Thumbnail, boys.
Yeah, okay, fucking. Oh no! Why am I her boob?
Oh, I was gonna say I should be improved earlier, but it's because I was like my bald head will blend into her. But you know what? That works.
Paul scares me. He really does.
I get to touch him finally. My hero.
I quite like that. Well, by the time this video is up anyway, the thumbnail will be set. So I hope you'll enjoy, viewers. This was very much a work.
I'm definitely gonna.
Actually, I might be able to do it right now while the podcast is going. Hold on.
Yeah, because I'm gonna
This isn't a stream. This is just.
Yeah, I'm a moderator, alright?
Are you gonna make the fucking cover photo or something?
No, it's on it. It's the third thing.
That is a pretty funny one. I like that.
But no, I was just gonna slap these on a USB and put them into Share Factory.
Yeah.
It hasn't shown up. Where's the live stream? Are you live? Or is it a recording?
We just said, no, it's not a live stream.
Oh, I thought...
What he does is he records the video, and then he puts the stuff in Share Factory, and then he puts it on...
Okay. Yeah, although I don't really do that much editing, but I still feel like it's just...
I mean, it might be a good idea to just get those pictures and just put them in between, and then by the time people see the thumbnail, they can see the collection being put together.
So this is going to be the most editing I'm going to do on a podcast, because usually I just slap on that intro and outro and call it a day, but I'm going to have to use that image to create a custom intro, or just fucking set it to play for 5 seconds, put some music on it, and then actually listen for when we mention the selfies, put the selfies in. We mentioned another image, didn't we?
I mean,
the first image, and then the selfies. Yeah.
yeah, the first image, there was the selfie I did, the selfie you did right after that, and then the completed picture, which, again, it's going to be the thumbnail. So.
Yeah, but I'll put it up again anyway, just in case people forget about the thumbnail. But yeah, so we're also 35 minutes into this, so any more topic?
Right, so Steven Seagal. I think this is just a celebrity video, because we're pretty much just everything to do with celebrities.
Okay,
and stuff, so.
Okay, to expand on celebrities then, celebrity battle royale. Let's say you get every celebrity into the Hunger Games. We'll say death battle, fuck it. Battle royale, we're not going to specify the rules too hard, but who do you think is coming out on top?
Lizzo.
She would be the most likely to survive.
She would join in.
No,
what would happen is she would join in. She would scream at the top of her lungs. She is a proud black fat woman. No one can touch her, so no one can touch her. She would slowly wait for people to kill themselves off and then eat the remains to keep herself going. Then it would get to the last bit where she would end up fighting someone who also uses the race, weight, sexuality card. Except Lizzo would have gotten so much power from eating all the other competitors that she would overpower the last person and win the whole thing.
Counterpoint.
And then
I think
she would shove bananas under her.
Counterpoint, I think at some point during that, Trump would walk up to her confidently and grab her by the pussy, and that would just erase her from existence. You know, like that one meme. Just like the Dwemer, eat spicy goodness.
Just like the Dwemer. Grab her, just like the Lizzo. Grab her by the pussy. Ah! So, you know, I just fucking... So, did you hear how Lizzo apparently announced she's quitting again for the 15th time?
Yeah, I wish you'd do it.
Yeah.
I wish...
What's that? I know he's a cuck now, but that iDubbbz video where he grabs the knife, he's just, I'm gonna do it. It's just, Lizzo, you're not gonna quit music. I'm gonna do it. Where's the banana?
I think what would really make everyone forgive Lizzo for all she's done is if she copied one of the most popular musicians of all time.
Oh yeah, like
Kurt Cobain.
God damn it.
I was gonna say Michael Jackson just OD on fucking...
I thought the joke was she was gonna take someone else's song and do a cover of it, but it's not what you two were thinking.
No, it wasn't. I remember, speaking of Michael Jackson, I remember there was some conspiracies about his death, saying that, like, the doctor killed him on purpose. It wasn't, like, an accidental idea. It was
that was
the doctor.
Yeah, see,
that was
I remember...
the first thought people had when it was
back in the day,
I
remember when it showed he died. Like, I was a little too young to care about the ins and outs. I was just like, oh, he died. But I remember on the news, everyone just kept doing those fucking edits of showing the doctor in slow-mo, where like go zoom in on his face, go black and white, and it's like, did the doctor have something to do with it? And it's like, oh, the doctor prescribed him with this medication, which is the exact medication he overdosed on. And it's just like shit like that. Where growing up, I was like
using at the time because he needed that medication.
I remember,
it's just hilarious.
I remember in the wake of his death, everyone was like, oh, we miss him so much, he's so great. I remember thinking, well, I thought we all hated him. Crazy.
Well, see, yeah, like fucking... I remember people just thinking he was meh, like he wasn't the best anymore. He dies, everyone was like, fuck, we miss him so much, and then the fucking allegations came out, and everyone was just so quick to be like, oh, I
and
never
it was always that
listened to
case
him.
that people waited until after the fucker's dead.
Yeah, like fucking, just like David Bowie. He died. His ex-wife, who he'd been divorced with for a long time, was just like, yep, he did this and this to me, so can I get some of that money that he obviously left behind when he died? And I don't know if she got any of it. I kind of hope.
Yeah, it annoys me that, like, women can just so easily throw around allegations. And it's like, why didn't you speak up until 20 years later? Oh, well, now I can get a whole bunch of attention from it, so now's why I did it.
See, that's what it's like. The whole they had that speaking out thing. There were women who didn't speak out during that time, where it was pretty much just a given. Everyone was doing it, and even now they still hide it. Like, oh no, like I couldn't do it. I was too scared. I was worried for my safety. I only just got to do it now, and it's like, it's just annoying as shit. Like fucking. And here's the thing too. If they are wrong, they win. Because regardless of, you can defend yourself from it and you can prove yourself, but no matter what, there will always be that minority or small majority of, you know, anti-men people or just people who are diehard believers who, no matter what, you could be proven innocent to a point. They would still just spread what they can out, and that's it. Like, for men, it's just as simple as, once you've been accused, that's it, you're done. Like, there's no way you're ever coming out of it.
No
if you're a woman, though, you can get accused, you know, fucking go to jail for it, or get something from it, and you'll just have those fucking neckbeards on Twitter, like, I can fix her, I would treat her like the princess she is.
Women can literally, like, grab their newborn baby by the legs and smack them into the fucking wall, killing them instantly, and they still won't get any jail time or any social repercussions. It's just ridiculous.
I still can't believe that fucking chick who plowed her entire police force, fucking cucking her husband, somehow got paid by the police, while all the rest of those officers either got fired, suspended, or just fucking got shit on.
I think her thing was like, she got fired, but one of her co-workers she fucked didn't get fired, therefore it's sexist discrimination. But the thing is, she didn't fuck just one guy, did she? She fucked the entire force!
And
they fucking ran a train on her like Back to the Future.
The thing that annoys me is she got a lot of money out of that. Like, what? So a woman can sleep with someone and get that much out of it. Like, holy fucking shit. Fucking, you could be a guy who marries a woman. She gets on meth hard, sleeps around, kills your kid in front of you. And they'll look at you and be like, right, you have to pay her like $1,000 because she was on all that while you were together, so you're liable. Like, it's just so retarded. And if it's the other way around, you know, man fucking gets with a chick, has a kid, gets hooked on meth, the man kills the baby in front of it, he's got like 10 life sentences awaiting him.
If he even makes it to jail, they don't just shoot him dead in the street.
Yeah, like, it's... I just find it funny when I, like, every so often there'll be like a news thing that pops on YouTube. Every time it's a man, it's he died, or he gets killed, or he's gone to jail for this and that. Every time it's a woman thing, it's, oh, she went to court, she had a court date, they put a stamp on her wrist, told her not to do it again, gave her money, and she's walking the streets of LA smoking meth now. Like, fucking...
Found a funny article.
Oh, here we go.
Buzz Aldrin punched a conspiracy theorist who repeatedly accused him of faking the moon landing.
I can't remember the context, but someone... they'll try to prove the point that no one remembers the second. And then they were like, okay, name the second person to land on the moon without Googling it.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I didn't even know that. I don't even remember the name of the first person until now.
Yeah, like, it's down to me that people think the moon landing was faked. Like, the thing is, they really overestimate how good the government is at shit. They're really bad at hiding shit. Like, if you look at, like, movie special effects from back then, they are fucking terrible.
Yeah.
I think it's because people think, oh, comparing it to modern technology would be really easy to fake it, but, like, you know, back then it was...
Fucking...
You remember Cheech and Chong?
Yeah,
I try not to.
Now.
To, like, fucking, they're going to be in Call of Duty now.
It's not only proof of how downward Call of Duty's doing by putting stuff in that doesn't need to be in it, but literally, like, fucking, I'm not saying Cheech and Chong aren't, awesome, but, like, what business do they have in being in a Call of Duty game?
They make more
Why
sense
would they
than
agree
Nicki
to
fucking
this?
Minaj.
Yeah, I know, but at the same time, like, fucking, that's where, again, yes, they make more sense than Nicki Minaj, but why are Call of Duty so desperate to put these things in?
Because
And then not
they
something that fucking makes sense or something
because
original.
stuff that makes sense isn't going to sell.
It's the one thing that pisses me off about games nowadays. Everyone's like, oh, we have to be like Fortnite and Call of Duty, and we have to put anything not original in because, yeah, like fucking screw being original. Like, I know a lot of people say they miss games when they were this and that. I just miss when games were original. Like, nowadays, I can't think of any game that's getting released without hearing, oh, we're adding a new thing. Like, I'm waiting for a month or two. Yeah, Helldivers is going to be like, yeah, we're putting fucking ODSTs in the game, or we're putting fucking a Destiny crossover bundle or something. Like, it's gonna, I feel, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say it will happen. Helldivers seems pretty, but
Yeah.
it's just something that generally, 9 times out of 10, that most games nowadays rely more on that shit than anything else.
I think I've explained it to you before, but the reason
I know you have. I'm not saying I don't understand it. I'm just saying I wish it wasn't the case.
Yeah, because I'm going to talk about fucking economics here for a second, but yeah, a lot of these big companies are publicly traded, so they have to care about what stockholders and shit have to say, and this is just another consequence of the Western ideal of the economy, in that something has to continuously be growing or it's dead. There's no in between. Like, with these big companies, each game has to sell more copies than not. It has to be bigger. It has to be better. It has to bring in more money, or it's not worth it. And it's that stupid fucking growth mentality that's ruined so many games. Because that's why Elder Scrolls and Fallout have gone downhill, because Fallout 4 had to sell more money than Fallout 3. It just had to. That's how fucking companies work. So it had to appeal to a wider audience.
So yeah, that's why
Helldivers is based, because Arrowhead is not publicly traded. It's a private company. So while they probably do care about growth, they probably don't care about it as much. I think they're and they're not going to be pushed into doing crossovers because they're profitable. I hope they never do any crossovers at all. Like, I'm fine with stuff being loosely inspired, but I don't really want to see specifically, fucking Master Chief's armor or a fucking Stormtrooper set. Well, I'm not saying they're not a cool set. It's just, I want Helldivers to stay Helldivers,
Yeah. Like, fucking... Because I remember that's, like, the whole issue with Dead Space. The first Dead Space came out, it was a hit. They didn't think it would be, but it was. Right, we got enough to make Dead Space 2. Dead Space 2 sold twice as many copies as the first game, and they were like, fuck yes. But then EA, instead of just saying, fuck, we made a great game, they got greedy and thought in their head, right, we're not only going to make another game, but this one has to sell fucking twice as much as what number 2 sold. Because it didn't, and because it was during the time EA decided microtransactions were fun, it didn't, and so they were quick to be like, well, fans dislike Dead Space, let's get rid of it. And everyone was like, hold on a second. The bad reviews were the fact that you stopped it from being horror, you added microtransactions, and you fucking made a shitty ending. You did a fucking, Mass Effect. We didn't say we hate the game. What's that? Oh, I can't hear you over the sound of us beating and beating and abusing visceral games and splitting it.
The less directly involved they are, the better games are. Like, that also applied to fucking shows like The Mandalorian. Season 1 was fantastic. Peak Star Wars. Then Disney was like, oh, people like Mandalorian. Let's get a little grubby fucking hands in it and fucking ruin it.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why Mandalorian sucks now.
Fun fact, yesterday was the original day that Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse was supposed to release
I still
before
have
it
that
got
on
delayed indefinitely.
Yeah. Fucking idiots.
Oh yeah, fun.
See, again,
Taking
Spider-Verse...
the blanket off you. No
Spider-Verse
blanket
was
for
great,
you.
because I'm pretty sure Sony was like, nobody's gonna give a shit. So they were allowed to make Miles interesting. But now that everyone's super hyped for Spider-Verse, you can see the cracks of the tendrils of the company sinking in. So really, as much as I want to be hyped for the third Spider-Verse movie, I'm scared that Sony's gonna fuck it up because they're stupid.
They're gonna
See,
hire Stupid Inc.
They already confirmed that they have plans to make Miles live action, so I really feel like once this movie's over, they're really gonna push, given the live action one I go.
I'm just scared they're gonna do the comic Miles, who is fucking stupid and boring, and literally just the pinnacle of let's replace popular character with black version of popular character. Because that's all comic Miles is. The only Miles to break that mold is Spider-Verse Miles. He's the only good Miles Morales.
Yeah.
Love it.
Oh, don't even get me started on the shit show that is the Spider-Man 2 game. But it's hit 51 minutes on the recording, so we should probably wrap up our final thoughts.
Let's try and think of a high note to end this on.
Yeah, stuff that's good. Let's go back to stuff we like. Helldivers. Helldivers is great. Let's go on about how much we like that, what we like about it.
Okay. I'm a little in the minority here because there's kind of a lot of things I dislike about it, but obviously it is still a pretty good game. I am actually pretty glad that the updates and stuff they're doing for it aren't, to make the game not more fun and just more to make it more exciting. Like, yeah, sure, the way the weather effects and that work can be fucky, but it does add something different to the game instead of just here's a new gun in a pass that unless you are up to this part yet, you don't really get to use. And like weapon variants are interesting. I quite like the way they're doing those.
Yeah, we've got 4 different breakers.
Fucking... yeah.
I still haven't even finished the first fucking pass. Like, god.
Oh, that's the biggest one. I fully finished off.
I got to a point where I finished like one of the pages, and I was like, "What's the next page?" And everything's like 60 credits for one, and then 65 for one, and then 50 credits for one, and I'm like, "Fuck, I'm stuck."
You don't like fucking. Oh, like what are they called?
So yeah, I don't plan to buy the other passes until
you'll find enough
one.
super credits in game eventually.
But yeah, like fucking, it's really like the major orders help, but it's like they help pay for either one item or part of one item.
It is a bit of a grind, but I kind of like that there's a constant grind. It's not like because some of the other currencies, I fucking hit the cap on them, and I just can't do anything more. Brick slips and samples are mostly useless to me, but metals are an ongoing grind.
Yeah, like
I like that now that we've gotten like the main things that we wanted out of the race and stuff, and that now main focus is back to okay, let's get all these samples, rare samples, quick. And that's our main focus for every mission now.
Like when I heard they added flying bugs, despite the fact that they're only fightable on a certain level, like that's still just something that is good that they added. It's not just like
the bugs are pretty.
Like, yeah, a lot of people go on about like, oh, they're adding so much stuff that you get those meta players like, oh, they're making the game easy for us. They're like, fuck you, flying bugs and a giant walking tank. Like, fuck you.
Yeah, like.
And again, you really only get affected if you play those high levels, like the trial.
I fucking love the community side of it too.
It feels so good to be part of a community again. I haven't felt like this since Ruby was good.
I remember like there was an article where because it was around the time when the arc weapons were like causing crashes.
Yeah.
And there was an article like, oh, a recent Helldivers update made the game unplayable, and obviously like them trying to shit on the game because fucking all these like shitty ass fucking review bombing like pages and shit. They're always like trying to make shit shitty. and make people believe their opinion and stuff like that. But everyone in the comments is just like, shut the fuck up, and like fucking still role playing the Helldiver and shit like that.
But yeah, no, my favorite part about Helldivers is that it is live service done right. I know there's a lot of live service fatigue among gamers, but most live service games are just, we've already planned out the story, you know, it's just time gated basically, this happens, but Helldivers is actual live service. The story and like what planets are playable and all that is all decided by the community, and what we choose to attack or choose to defend. It's just brilliant, especially how they tied unlocking mechs into major orders and stuff. It's just brilliant, and I'm so excited for the future of how they do even more stuff. And
yeah, like if it wasn't for my issues with certain things in the game, I would like probably just play it all day, every day. But I don't know why. I can't bring myself. If I do end up playing it a lot one day, then I don't like playing it again for another couple days. Or yeah, sure, being killed accidentally or shit like that is fun, but when it happens too much, it just gets annoying.
Yeah,
and I wish I didn't have that mindset of getting annoyed by shit like that.
Keep your eye out on your afternoons, because probably out of all of us so far, you on the meatball as well. Zwag is usually just there by himself all the time.
I mean, yeah, the problem I have, not problem, but the thing I need to remember too is, because there's quite a few people we know who play the game, but there's only a max of 4 people who can play at a time.
yeah.
So we really gotta be careful we don't get to a point where...
Yeah,
I hate
last
to
time,
cut off
like,
this train of thought, but recording's just about up, so let's say our outros. Oh shit, okay.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Hope you liked the video, and as always, I hope you enjoy.
Fuck, my name is Markiplier, and why the fuck am I sneezing so
Fuck
much?
off.